shakalaka. With FUD and fear at all-time highs, now is an amazing time to get into cryptocurrencies. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum versus Dogecoin. Which is the best crypto to buy now and why? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at what is the best crypto to buy right now and why. Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Dogecoin. Like if somebody were to ask me, I'm just getting into crypto or I have X amount of money to get into crypto, what should I buy? We're going to take a look at Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Dogecoin, and I'm going to answer for you definitively which crypto is the best to buy right now for the most explosive gains. Before we get into that, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. Now, let's get into it. Let's begin with Bitcoin. I do love Bitcoin. Why? Because it's freaking simple. You just set it and forget it. Ron Popeil, Showtime rotisserie oven. You just buy it. You dollar cost average. You forget about it. You don't have to worry. 6 years, you'll be a millionaire. Simple strategy. But that's too simple for a lot of people. Everybody wants it to be difficult and complicated and all this fun stuff. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Well, right now is lining up to be one of the best buy opportunities for Bitcoin you could possibly look for. Possibly. So Bitcoin's been hovering in this range for quite a while, a couple months now. It's just been going sideways, all right? But it's coming up to one of these breakouts in the RSI. So let's take a look back. Previously, we had a breakout in this RSI back in March when Bitcoin price went from around $4,000 all the way up to $12,000, almost 3x'd, okay? Then we had another breakout in September when it went from $10,000 to $65,000, okay? 6.5x. Well, right now, Bitcoin is hovering. It is flagging, about to break out of the RSI. And once it does this, we can expect that Bitcoin price will likely break up quite significantly. But that's not all, guys, because if we take a look right now, even though people are fearful, even though people are saying Bitcoin's going down to 28,000 or 20,000 or 16,000 or whatever the heck they're saying, that's the popular narrative right now, okay? But what's actually happening behind the scenes is Bitcoin is being scooped up on untold levels. So if we take a look right now, this is the liquid supply ratio. This is the Bitcoin being scooped up by strong hands. Right now, it is at the same levels it was in back in April of 2021. Let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin back in April of 2021. All-time highs, $65,000. That means there is, based on supply and demand, there is the same amount of supply available as was available here, but because the demand has decreased a little bit because all the speculators have left, you're getting it at a 50% fire sale. You may not see it at this price or close to this price ever again. Maybe. The other thing to take a look at is, turns out, like William Clemente is saying here, big hands are buying. Capital Group Division just bought a 12% stake in MicroStrategy. Only BlackRock has a bigger stake, and buying MicroStrategy is essentially like buying Bitcoin. So we have these big players buying up all the Bitcoin they can because it takes roughly, Michael Saylor said, roughly 6 months plus to change your documents so that you're able to buy Bitcoin if that hasn't been in your documents previously. But you can buy companies like MicroStrategies that own Bitcoin. So there's that. And if we take a look at this very cool chart here from Cole Garner XBT, you can take a look at this on CryptoQuant. So basically, there's the take profit zone and there's the launch zone. So anytime Bitcoin price goes into the launch zone, or you want to buy, anytime this goes into the take profit zone, you want to sell. So back there around $10,000, it was buy. Around 65, it was sell. Guess what? It's edging up next to buy. And I suppose, I have a feeling that this right here is very similar to what we're seeing right here with this RSI. Potentially, that could be part of it, half of it, and then the other half could be pi cycle top chart. That would be two indicators that are absolutely great. So there's that for Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum. Okay, let's take a look at Ethereum. Now, overall, I think Ethereum is great because everything DeFi, everything NFT, even though all these other platforms talk about it, is really all done on Ethereum. So if we take a look at the Ethereum chart right now, this is the Ethereum rainbow spider chart. And as you can see here, Ethereum came up to about the yellow line here, the yellow spider line, broke through, and then came back down and broke to the downside. Now it did break through previous all-time highs, and we actually have from March found support on it in September, October, November, and then right now we're at that support line, and Ethereum is actually going to get squeezed between there and the yellow spider line by November. So by the end of the year, we will have a significant Ethereum breakout up or down. I would think most likely up, but we'll kind of have to see. Now, the fundamentals behind Ethereum are phenomenal. ETH-BTC has formed a Livermore speculative cone. This formation, developed early in the 20th century by Jesse Livermore, could lead to a very big rally in Ethereum versus Bitcoin. ETH could go to 6,000 by September and maybe 8,000 by November. This is by Bill Noble, great trader and analyst. And you can see here it's bouncing back and forth in this widening megaphone before it tests that and then shoots off. Not only that, guys, this is probably one of the best articles I've seen. This is by Arthur Hayes on Medium. He says, let's assume that Ethereum can capture some percentage of the 5-year average earnings of banks and the big 4 audit firms. Now, if that happened, if Ethereum can capture some of their profits, well, if they can capture, just 10% in DeFi, that's a $4,000 Ethereum. That's 0.1%, excuse me. If it can capture 1%, that's a $40,000 Ethereum. How about 10%? That's $405,000 Ethereum. Or 100% of the 5-year average earnings of banks and the big 4 audit firms, that's a $4 million Ethereum. You guys do have to read this article. Check it out. It is pretty insane. Yes, I read the white paper by Arthur Hayes. Now, not only that, but since Lark Davis blocked me, I'll just have to go on a private thing there. But we can take a look here. Turns out that Ethereum is settling a heck of a lot more than Bitcoin. Ethereum is settling 25 billion a day, whereas Bitcoin's only settling 8 billion a day. So because of that, there's a lot more activity going on, 3 times as much activity on Ethereum as on the Bitcoin network. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you should be extra bullish on Ethereum. Not only that, but this is probably the biggest thing for Ethereum. Ethereum is about to have 3 halvings take place all at once. Now, if you think about Bitcoin, every time there was a halving, the price went up an order of magnitude. Ethereum is supposed to have that happen 1, 2, 3 times all at once. So it's not going to be 10x, not going to be 100x, but potentially 1,000x the current price of Ethereum, which could line up with this $400,000 Ethereum price. Now, it could be completely out there, but the amount of Ethereum out there is going to be significantly decreased. The daily sell pressure is going to drop from 23,000 ETH per day all the way down to 2.6 thousand ETH per day, a 90% reduction in supply. That is absolutely insane. That's happening with EIP 1559. So there's that going on for ETH. So far we've talked about Bitcoin, we've talked about ETH, and that leaves us with the last one versus Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin is one that I was pretty bullish on when the price was super low because it's an oscillator, bounces back and forth with the price of Bitcoin. But everything that goes up has to come down. And even the founder of Dogecoin says crypto is a get-rich-quick cult to extract money from the desperate and naive, which is nothing more than the experiment that Elon Musk did with Dogecoin. He pumped the shit out of it, got a bunch of people to buy in, and then he sold off a whole bunch, and it was just a game to him. Now, there's that going on, but also, like I said, what goes up must come down. And when we look at veteran trader Peter Brandt, all right, career trader since 1975, he says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, trolls, begin trolling Doge. Classic head and shoulders pattern here. Guess what? The price is likely to go down. And how far down? Well, if we take a look at this, we can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and you can't even get the charts to go that low. I mean, it's like looking not very good for Dogecoin. So unless Elon Musk is going to pump it again, it looks like the price is going to drop out of the bottom, considering there's no development going on with Dogecoin whatsoever. So that is Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Dogecoin. If I had to rank them 1, 2, 3, I do love Bitcoin, but I think right now, everything that's happening for Ethereum, like the 3 consecutive halvings, like the amazing amount of volume going on Ethereum, like the potential with all of the DeFi money coming into it, like this Livermore speculative cone, like this this little wedge right here, all of that stuff is looking great for Ethereum, and I think that Ethereum has the greater potential for explosive growth, and then Bitcoin number 2, and then I wouldn't bother investing in Dogecoin and just sell So that's all my thoughts on everything regarding Bitcoin, ETH, and Dogecoin, ranking 1, 2, and 3. If you did enjoy that, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.